God be the glory. Glad to make it back safely from New York. And any questions you have, I'll be glad to answer.
Coach, just how do you feel right now? Team's on a little winning streak, making improvements. If you could just talk about the strides that you guys have made.
Well, again, to God be the glory. We talked about this earlier, just about getting better, improving, and we have saw improvement, especially on the defensive end. If you look at our defensive numbers, they've gotten better compared to after the first 3 games of the year. I thought against Fordham, we held them to 23%, 24% from the floor, field goal percentage, and 10% from the 3. And when you have defense like that on the road, and you're out rebounded by roughly 8 rebounds. It starts with the defense, but offensively, I think we're getting more efficient. Our field goal percentage is going up, and we're playing inside out and getting balanced contributions from everyone. Our 3-point shooting is getting better because of being more selective. So we're making strides, but thank God, every day just trying to get better every day. We've been doing that.
Is the defense better because they're playing smarter or playing harder, or can you put your finger on that?
I think we're more committed to it, physically and mentally. I think our zone is better. The last 3 games, we probably played 95% zone. I know Fordham, I don't think we played a possession of man the whole game. Played zone the whole game. So I think that's been a key. We've been doing a better job of contesting shots and also cutting down on dribble penetration. And then I think we are playing a little smarter in our rotations, but keeping teams out of transition and just trying to get better defensively, making it harder for the other team to score. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Are you likely to play more and more zone then?
If it works, whatever defense is working and whatever defense seems to be the right fit, our guys trust. And so far, I think, especially over these last 3 games, and probably, in all 4 of our wins, the zone has been the main defense in terms of getting stops. So we'll mix it up. We want to be able to do both. We want to be a very good man-to-man defensive team, and we want to be a very good zone defensive team. We want to be able to do both really well. So there's room for improvement in both.
D. Brown's hit double digits in 3 of the last 4 games. Can you talk about how he's developed as a scorer this year?
Yeah, I've been pleased. D. Brown is probably one of the hardest workers in terms of working on his game. When you hear a ball bouncing in the gym when there's no practice, somebody out there shooting, it's D. Brown. I think he's passionate about the game. And, when he keeps it simple, he can be a very effective and efficient scorer. He's doing a good job attacking the basket, getting out in transition. His 3-point percentage was 9 for 17, which is very good. He doesn't take bad threes. But he's been getting a lot of easy baskets, getting out in transition. I think at Fordham, we just watched a film of his 7 field goals. I know probably 3 were out in transition where he got all the way to the rim, probably shot out of his 7, probably had 5 baskets around hoops, or either layups or right around the hoop. So, when you become a more efficient scorer, I think it makes you a better scorer. And in D. Brown's case, the only area where I think I'm surprised is his free throw shooting. I think he's missed his last 4 free throws, maybe, because he's usually a very good free throw shooter. But I think he's starting to figure out how he can be effective on the offensive end.
Get a little break here after playing, a huge amount of games in a single week. Is it
4 and 8?
Yeah.
4 games in 8 days.
Is it refreshing? How you use this week, I guess, maybe?
Well, I will give our guys credit because when you play 4 games in 8 days and the 4th game is on the road, you know, a long trip to New York and playing away from home, and really it was probably our best game of the 4. We put the defense and offense together. Anytime you go on the road and play, win by 21 points, and play the kind of defense we did, and have the field goal percentage we did, and all that good stuff, it's a credit to our guys. You know, they really sucked it up, and you know, they really were a determined group. But this week, you know, finals are right around the corner. We need to, if we get caught up and get ahead academically, and then we'll have a few days off where we can rest up. That's always good. And then, you know, we have some practice time. So, you know, this time we want to take advantage of everything: the academic time, the rest time, and the practice time to help prepare for the games to come. We have a chance to get better, but also to finish out our academic semester strong.
As you said, the finals week is next week. How do you encourage the guys, or is there any incentive for them for academic performance throughout the year?
Well, the reality of it is, you know, they're held accountable, but you know, their incentive should be, and it is, to get the education and to graduate. You know, and, we learn that balance sometimes through experience, and we have a diverse group from seniors to freshmen. So it's our freshmen. This is their first year of exams, finals. So we got to make sure that they know how to be organized and put the time in. But it helps not having as many games during the week. I think up until Christmas, we got 2 road games, but no weekday games. So that's a good thing. It gives our guys a chance to really focus in. So it is a balancing act, and I think being a student athlete, the one thing about basketball is other sports, basketball and hockey, it stretches across 2 semesters. You know, football generally is a first semester sport. You know, volleyball first semester sport. Baseball generally predominantly is second semester sport. But basketball, hockey, you know, you play through both semesters. So, and really, you know, I think it's a tough thing to do, and the guys have to really put in a lot of time to balance the 2.
How nice is it to kind of head into this break on the roll that you guys are on?
It's just nice to be improving and winning. I believe having success and stringing some wins along, thank God, it helps build confidence. And our guys, we're growing. You know, our confidence is growing. I like the fact that our defense has been getting better every game the last 3. And we talked about how the 2 games before against FIU and Savannah State, we closed the game out with stops at the end of the game. You know, we finished strong. And then we kind of put it together for both halves at Fordham. So our defense is getting stronger, and the guys are seeing the results. You know, when you're coaching, you preach certain things, and when they can actually see the results turn into wins, then that really compounds what you're saying. You know, it kind of builds on what you're preaching. Sometimes you can preach it and they don't see the results right away, so I don't know if they actually sold on it. But our guys, especially the guys from last year, but the new guys from this year, they know, they can see how defense and rebounding can have a direct correlation to winning. So that's a good thing.